Okay, so when you are going over the board, a couple of things. So number one, when you see a board like this and we say, hey, that demo's got to be 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes, don't feel like you need to talk faster. Talking faster doesn't necessarily mean like you are getting through the demo. Actually, it's going to create a little bit more confusion because you're moving so fast. So what you'll need to do is figure out places in the demo that you can cut some time. Okay, so Flo, this is happening on Monday. So if I am worried about trying to get through the demo quickly, I'm going to talk faster. So I'm going to talk like this. Hey, so we're going to warm up. We got a 180-second warm up. Then we're doing dumbbell snatches. So I'm going 2 to 10 to 2, and then I'm going to come down. Now I'm going to get 2, then you're going to get 2. I'm going to get 4. You're going to get 4. Then we're going to switch, and see how fast I'm talking. So how I'm going to make the difference is when I go through this, I'm actually going to cut a couple of corners. Watch. So I'll say, hey, welcome to Fit Camp, everyone. Hey, got a great workout today. It is called Flow. So this is how it's going to start out. All of us, we're going to get a warm up from 180 seconds. Then once we get done with that, we're going to head back to the black. And partner number 1, you're going to do 2 dumbbell snatches. Looks like this, down, pulling that weight up, just like a dumbbell, all in one motion. And I'm going to get 2, my partner's going to get 2. And then we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, back down, all with our right. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with our left hand. I'm done. See what I did? I didn't have to explain any of the left. I explained it all with the right. And I'm like, hey, great. We're gonna hit 250 spins, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing with our left hand. Boop. And then I've moved on because now I've saved some time and I don't have to explain that whole thing. Now, I'm using that as an example because you're probably not gonna skip the entire thing, but I'll come over and I'll say, hey, dumbbell snatch, 2 to 10 to 2, right, blah, blah, blah. Dumbbell snatch left, you're gonna do the exact same thing, 2 to 10 to 2, hit 250 spins, move on. So now I've saved myself a chunk of time. Then I'm gonna come over here, and when I get to the second part, I'm like, great, partner number 1, you're on the bike. Partner number 2, you're gonna rip out 50 swings, looks like this. Here's a swing, make sure you're using your hips, fantastic. Then you're gonna switch, and you guys got that for 2 rounds. Boom, I move on. Now, 40 burpee to box jump. Stephanie, show me a good burpee to box jump. Boom, great. Here is an alteration. You can step back to step up. Great. You guys have 40 total. Boom, I'm moving on. Deck roll. Here's what a deck roll looks like. Bam, this is a deck roll. Great. You have 30 each. Boom, I'm out. 20 plates. Partner number 1, you get a plate down. Boom. Partner number 2, you get a plate back. You each have 10, total of 20. And then, last but not least, show me a good box jump, Steph. Boom. Boom, that's awesome. You got 10 by 10 box jumps, 10 rounds, 10 reps, let's rock and roll. So you see how many corners I cut there? I didn't explain every single thing. I didn't go through every single thing, but I explained everything. And what you want to do is you want to use places to cut corners when you're cutting corners in the demo. What I mean by that is you're cutting corners, not explaining every little detail. You're using the opportunity to shrink what you're saying so it saves time. So you get through a demo, not by talking faster, but by shrinking what you're using. If you guys notice when you're watching the video with Sean, he will hit those demos in like 2.5 minutes. Now I realize he's talking really fast and he's also talking to trainers who we know a lot of what's happening, but he still got another 2 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
So that being the case, what you want to do, look at that video, slow down, make sure you can explain it in a way that is that people can understand, but then also that they are not missing any information as well. And then if you do not have to explain it, don't explain it. Meaning you're not gonna have to say, hey, 20 plates is down, and down is 1, and back is 2, and then in 4, and then in 5. And you're gonna keep doing that until each one of you gets up to 20. So you're gonna get 10 apiece. Too many words. Partner number 1, you're gonna push it down. Partner number 2, you're gonna push it back. Each of you have 10, total of 20.
But then you'd want to spend a little bit more time on like the deck rows because that is
right.
a more compound movement.
Exactly. So since the deck rolls is pretty complex and you need to show some alterations, you'll spend some time there. Box jumps, you don't need to explain box jumps. Like you can, like once they see it, you're like, oh, I do that. Yes, 10 more times.
Yeah. And the parts that you, and the parts that you shrink are the things that are repetitive.
Right. And so the complex things you want to explain, the repetitive things, once they get the gist, move on. So that's how you save time. And again, you don't want to talk faster. You want to shave time on different areas that you don't have to be repetitive in. Okay. That being the case, be sure you're practicing your videos, or excuse me, your demo by watching the video so that you're familiar with it. The more familiar you are with it, the faster you can get through it. And I don't mean faster, talking faster. I mean, you can walk through the demo because you know it so well, you know what's coming up.
Yeah, don't practice it when you first get here.
Right. Shouldn't be the first time you look at it. You should have looked at it beforehand, know what's coming up, ready to rock and roll. So, this is part 2. Sure. Everyone wish Ron good luck. Say good luck, Ron. Good luck, Ron. Yay. Okay. That was it. We'll see you guys later.